Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about investigation protocol in the cases of abdominal pain in pregnancy. So before that you must be knowing the physiological changes in the pregnancy, that is biochemical and hematological markers change. The knowledge of this thing is must before going or investigating any case of abdominal pain. So basically we follow the same thing like CBC, LFT-KFT, CRP protein and ESR. This basic blood investigation should be done, provided that HIV, HbSSG and VDRL and HCV are performed already as the patient is pregnant. Okay, so this is what the table describes the normal change of this particular some markers like hemoglobin is falling, okay, falling in pregnancy from 12 to 15 in normally into 11 to 14. White blood cell count is generally increased. Remember, this count is generally increased in pregnancy from 4 to 11 to 6 to 16. Okay, this also may increase in the response to the steroids. Platelet counts decrease by 10% in pregnancy. C reactive protein does not change. Urea and create generally falls, okay, with the increase in gestation. Serum amylase is unchanged. Uric acid is actually step by step increase, like 0.1%, 0.1 into the number of weeks. So it generally 0.35 at 35 weeks. Okay, the liver enzymes AST and ALT are decreased, but the less than 40 are normally, but with the pregnancy they should be less than 30. 30 is considered as the upper limit. So if you do a LFT of someone and SGOT SGPOT, something is come like 35. So what is it, negative or it's pathological or what? Yes, it's pathological. More than 30 is the upper limit for pregnancy. Okay, now comes with the ALP enzyme is also alkaline phosphatase enzyme, also secreted by the or generated by the placenta, so it is going to be up, increase with the gestation and normally goes around 400. Now comes the imaging. Ultrasound is a very important and handy investigation for the obstetrics, as it is considered safe for the baby, and it's obviously safe for the baby, but the thing is it's operator dependent. Many things like acute appendicitis, renal pelvis dilation, all most of the things can be diagnosed by ultrasound, but sometimes you need more imaging modalities rather than the USG when the USG is unconclusive. Now when we decide to go for this particular ionizing radiation modalities like X-ray, CT scan, IV urography, we are very concerned about the radiation exposure to the baby. So there is also some kind of guidelines like less than 5 rad is considered as a safe for baby and mother. Okay, now 1 rad is a rad is not the SI unit. SI unit is gray, so 1 rad is 0.01 gray. Now when we discuss about exposure, we discuss about fetal exposure. Okay, what we are concerned here is about fetal exposure. So there is a difference between two different kind of units, like fetal exposure is MRAD, fetal exposure in dose equivalent. So we consider equivalent as a particular dose. For example, see here, the mother and baby is there, mother is receiving this radiation, so all this radiation are considered as a rad, but this particular 2 radiations goes to the baby only, so it will be considered as a REM, sorry, REM. Okay, this is what equivalent dose of radiation. So the chest X-ray, remember the chest X-ray, its fetal exposure is very less. See here, 0.008, so it's considerably safe. Abdominal X-ray is 0.1 REM, so it's also again considered safe. Intravenous urography is done, in which we have to take 1 or 2 multiple images of abdominal X-ray, so it will be goes around 0.6 REM. So again, it's not that much problematic as we used to think. CT scan is obviously not very good investigation to go for in pregnancy, because it reaches up to 3 REM, which is 5 is I think 3.5 rad is there, so 5 is the upper limit, so we should be considering again when we take a CT scan of abdomen. Now fetal risk is obviously low, it's not that much that we consider it. So whenever the need arises, this investigation should not be stopped because of this particular guidelines, because the risk is always low, not that much. So it should be used when it's necessary. CT scan should be avoided. Try to avoid only only the thing comes with trauma and renal stone, in which we have to use the CT scan sometimes. MRI is a new thing, considered safe, but without contrast media. Gadolinium, with the gadolinium, we have no safety profile studies yet. Whenever MRI is considered, it should be done without gadolinium. So this is all about the investigation protocol for abdominal pain in pregnancy. Thank you, friends.